Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Okay, I just whacked my charger. Today's video is going to be a conspiracy theory video. So, last video, I will link it down below when obviously I've edited it and all that. And that is the Rise and Fall series, episode 1, the Titanic. And today's video, I'm going to be doing a conspiracy theory video. So if you don't know anything about me, I love conspiracies. I got into it because of Shane Dawson. Number 1, 9/11 was faked. So 9/11 was a big catastrophe that happened on September 11th, 2001. So I would have been a couple of months old. So on September 11th, 2001, a lot of planes were hijacked on the coast of America and flew into the Twin Towers in New York. Some people have said that it was bombs that were placed in the building. The planes did not even exist, or was part of it. The government was only saying that just so they could get something out of it. Again, only a theory. Do not kill me. Do not kill me, guys. Do not get upset. It's just a theory. So some people suggest that because even before, some people who were there have said that they heard bombs even before the planes even hit. Scientists have done studies on planes ever since 9/11, and they have discovered that even though planes are like massive, they are obviously made out of aluminum, obviously so they can fly through this. With the force that the planes on 9/11 did, would not make the Twin Towers collapse. What was going on? And if you look at the news reports, this is not all true, but if you look at the news reports, that it's strange that if you put all the news reports together that, you know, on September 11, 2001, you can't see the planes actually hitting. And you might be thinking, yeah,
I'm gonna be like Aimee, who wants to see planes going into buildings and, killing a lot of people?
Wouldn't that be upsetting? Yes, but some people have put this theory out there, so do not kill me about this theory. And some people have also said that the government staged 9/11 and the calls that the passengers on the planes made to families back home could have not been made up in the air. So when you're on a plane or on a flight, you cannot physically make calls.
And kind of flew them to another location and just took them all out. Now, the reason this theory kind of makes sense is because a lot of phone calls were made from passengers on the plane to their family back home. But scientists have done studies and they said there's no way cell phones could ever work in the sky. That's not possible, especially back in 2001. Another thing that's really creepy is that the phone calls that were made were very weird phone calls. The passengers were calling their family and saying their full name. This is a quote from one of the calls. A man called his mom to tell him what was going on in the plane, and he started with, "Mom, this is Mark Bingham." He said his full name. Have you ever called your mom and told her your full name? No, that just doesn't.
Number 2, Elvis Presley is still alive. So Elvis Presley was one of the best singers of all time. He was known as the King, and he died in August 1977. And since his death, a lot of people have been, especially Elvis fans, have Elvis is alive or Elvis cannot have died, and that is because of some of the things that happened. So round about the time that Elvis died, so the few months leading up to his death, Elvis was had a group of guards called the Mafia, and some people state that because of the Mafia, he obviously was under a lot of pressure, let's say, and some people were going to kill him anyway. So he decided to go into hiding and staged his whole death. He was depressed. He took drugs. He obviously got divorced from his wife Priscilla. His music wasn't popular anymore. I mean, back in the 50s and 60s, his music blew up. I mean, every single hit he did made the top chart. The first kind of sighting or whatever of Elvis was the pool house photo. So in 1978, so a year after Elvis's death, somebody was walking through Elvis's estate and saw or spotted in his pool house window the King sat down.
You might be like, hang on a minute, Aimee, this could have been taken a year before, they could be lying, or it could have been photoshopped.
And actually saw this happen a year after his death. And the second one is, no, there was no such thing as Photoshop back then. Number 3, Walt Disney is frozen in time somewhere in Disneyland. So Walt Disney obviously is the old creator of Disney. He created Mickey Mouse, he created this whole world, he created Disney World, and he died in December 1966. His mission was to create a big park full of people, and he wanted a dome over it so he could control the weather. So in Florida especially, that's where Disney World is located. Obviously there's other Disneylands and parks around the world, but we're just talking about Disney World in there. He asked his doctor, is there going to be a cure for lung cancer? And his doctor replied, not right now, but maybe in the near future, maybe in 20 to 30 odd years. So maybe Walt thought maybe he could freeze his body up and put it in the Pirates of the Caribbean ride at Disney World as a skeleton. For it, he would be unfrozen, and then he could control Disney the way he did back in the 60s. I don't believe that, because it's not true anyway. Even though Disney's death was so secretive, like his family did not tell us where his body is, he was cremated. The card on a plane is wrong. Head, and doing that, it can snap your neck. That's right. So you might be thinking,
Hang on a minute, Aimee. How would airlines want you to die in a plane crash or whatever?
here's the theory. So if you survive a plane crash, you could sue that plane company for millions and millions and millions of dollars. And companies that obviously make planes do not want you to survive a plane crash, because why would they want you to sue them for $1 billion or how many dollars it is? The last theory we're going to be talking about today is the theory that the Titanic didn't sink. So the Titanic was obviously the biggest ship of all time, and it struck an iceberg on the 15th of April 1912 and sank. The theory since then of the Titanic, obviously we're only going to be talking about one in this video, and that is the most popular one, and that is the theory that the Titanic never sank. You might be thinking,
Hang on, Aimee, how can that be true? It wasn't a ghost ship. It wasn't staged.
that is not what I'm talking about. What I'm trying to tell you is, what if I tell you that it was her sister ship, the Olympic? And some people say that because of when they were designing the Titanic, the Olympic crashed into HMS Hawke, and obviously the White Star Line, who is the owner of both ships, didn't want to lose such a great ship, because Olympic at that time was one of the greatest ships. So if you look at pictures of both ships at the same time, they look identical, except Titanic looks probably a little bit bigger. So what happens if they switch the logos? So they put the Olympic on the Titanic and the Titanic on the Olympic, and they knew that the Titanic was going to sink. Obviously, some people say that the Titanic was staged and that the government knew about it, or the White Star Line knew about it. And, you know, it's just weird. And some people, and some of the things that go along with that, which makes it even more believable, is at the time of Titanic's design and, you know, being built, the 4 years it was being built, a lot of people were out of work. So a lot of people, there was a big coal strike, and a lot of people were out of work. And a lot of people did not want to work on the biggest ship of all time. Why was that? Because some people might have heard that the Titanic was staged. Number 2, crew member went to another crew member who knew about it and was like, hey man, I know what you did. You killed all those people. You purposely sank that ship, but not for no reason. And that is when the crew member threatened them, saying, if you tell anyone, I will kill you. And that is why they never said anything until their deathbed. That wraps up the conspiracy theory video. So that is my I just got like a bit of, what is it called, sleet in my eye. You know, that thing that comes out your eye. Not cry, not, you know, tears, but like that dry stuff. Got a bit of that at the moment. But that is my conspiracy theory video. So I hope you guys liked it. This was my first conspiracy theory. So comment down below what you think of these theories. Do you think they're true or not? Comment down below. And if you want me to do another one of these videos of conspiracy theory, just comment down below and give me some theories that you believe. And maybe I could do this like a, I don't know, a subscriber, viewer video reaction to you guys. And whatnot. So just comment on video ideas, and thank you for watching and subscribing, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.